Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. So we received a WhatsApp voice note from one of our dear brothers. So the following story that you are going to be listening to, it is a narration of that voice note that was sent to us by our dear brother. The narration reads like this. Hello brother Nashi, I am back. Sorry for deleting the message. I did a mistake when I was recording, but now I am back. I am glad that in this lifetime, or let me say my lifetime, I came across this channel and I also get a chance to send you this message of my life. Brother Nashi, please put this message together and send it, but it is not easy for me. Brother Nashi, I was born in 1996, 20 October. I was born in Johannesburg. My story is based on my mom and my dad. My mother and my father met in Johannesburg when my mom had came to Johannesburg so as to look for a job, and my father was a friend to my mom's brother. This is how my mom and my father met. After my mom got pregnant, she had a fight with my father because my father was married and he had kids. So after this fight, my mother left my father. So the day that I was born, my mom fell sick. It pains me, Brother Nashi. So I grew up with my sick mother and we were staying in the village called Shongani at Limpopo. I grew under depression because of my sick mom. She was trying her best and at the same time she was suffering, and we were 4 in our family. We were living in one room. We grew up in that situation whereby I never wore any new clothes. My sick mother was working in a farm when my older brother grew up and he went to Johannesburg to work, but he never came back. Then my second brother grew up and he left also and he went to Johannesburg and he never came back. And my sister got married and I was left alone at home. Now my second brother, who left for Johannesburg and promised and never came back, he became sick and he was mentally disturbed. That is how he found his way back home. He was going crazy. And on my side, I was now being given one pair of clothes from the government and pair of shoes which were not original. I started working at the village there. I was looking after cows and I was being paid 100 rands per month. And the way that they were paying me was that they would not give me my salary every month, and they were also giving me extra jobs, promising to pay me, and they would not give me that kind of money. After working for them for 3 months, they sold their cow and they only gave me 1 rand. So I then chose to look for another job, which I was being given 10 rand. Life was very tough, very, very tough. I had never looked at life that much when I was young. I always wanted to work for myself. I felt at school I was suffering from headache each and every time that I'll be in school. My uncle got me a job in Johannesburg. Sorry, my English is not good. I worked for 3 months, and when I worked for those 3 months, I was earning 400 rands a week. And I was supporting my family back home with that same 400 rands, and I was paying my Mukoko rent 150. This was in 2015. In 2016, I got a promotion. So after the promotion, my uncle became jealous because of the money that I was earning. He started hating me. He started calling me names. I was young and I didn't take it seriously. The company moved to another building and bought advanced new machines, and I was working alone because the guy that I was working with resigned. So I was very good at my job, Brother Nashi. When I succeeded to run well the job, my bosses asked me to work overtime so that I can earn extra money. So we worked very well and the company grew, but they didn't give me any bonus and I was not happy with that. We closed the company for the holidays, and when we came back, I worked for the company for 3 more months. So one day my boss called me and they asked me why I was telling people that I was not being paid well. I told them that why should I tell people that this is my secret. So when I left the office, I was angry, thinking my boss no longer wanted me. So my friend called me to come for another job interview. I went there and I got the job. After I left the company that I was working for, they tried to search for me, but I ignored them, and after 3 months they gave up. Now the company that I was now working for, they were giving me quite a good salary. So now I was working with my friend who linked me to this job, and I was earning more money than him. Then he started complaining and he asked that his salary must be increased, and the bosses told me that my friend was saying this. I didn't do anything. I just kept quiet. We continued working and we used to go shopping together and talking a lot of things together. I then started dating this other lady. She was a Zulu woman, and he said that this lady that I was dating was not good. So because that I was young, I didn't know that this was all because of his jealousiness. So I started staying with her, and one day I came back home early only to find out that she was not at home. So she was pregnant, and I was not sure if this pregnancy that she was carrying, if the pregnancy was mine, because I was suspecting that she was cheating on me. Many things began happening. My friend told his girlfriend to stop talking to me, and he just hated me. And one of my friends gave me advice to move out of that place, and I shifted from that place and I started staying alone. I then found a beautiful girlfriend and I stayed with her. After this, that same friend came to me with his girlfriend. I don't know how he found my place because I never wanted him to know where I was staying. When I heard the knock at the door, I was expecting to see my landlord, only to see my friend because I didn't want to disappoint him. I kept quiet and I welcomed them. He said he just came to see if I was doing well. I introduced him to my new girlfriend. So we left our girlfriends inside the house and we went at the gate. He told me that he didn't like my girlfriend. So after my friend visited me, I broke up with my girlfriend for no reason at all, and she started posting pictures with another guy kissing. I just moved on with my life, Brother Nashi. I'll come with part 2 of my story. I have been through a lot in my life. I don't know where I am heading. I am not sick, but I am dying inside because of what I am facing. Please post my story. Dear listeners, right there was a narration of a voice note that was sent to me by one of our dear brothers. Then one of our admins had to give us this translation. It is quite a sad story, quite a sad story. So he then sent us another voice note. We are still in the process of trying to narrate that voice note. Once one of our admin is done, then I will come back with the narration. Quite a painful story. Just imagine that someone works for you and you pay him 100 rands a month, and after you have sold one of your cattle, you give this man 1 rand. Strange things do happen in this world.